The wicked old witch at last is dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Witch, oh witch, the wicked witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. Wake up, you sleepy head. Rub your eyes, get out of bed. Wake up, the wicked witch is dead. She's gone where the mountains go below, below, below your home. That's what happens here.
I want to turn motion that committee meetings are on the second Mondays. So we got committee meetings. I'll run the Zoom, phone calls, as long as you're not running, I'll tell you what part. Save you better.
What's that all about? Forgot to pay the bill.
I
thought we were done.
I want to try and do that on the second Monday. Turn around questions, concerns.
Do you want one of them back?
Are you going to read it for me?
No. All of it?
Just that. No, just that.
Just what?
This is my statement.
Okay, what's behind it?
That's it right there. That's all.
Just this page?
Yeah.
The more work you do on the back end, you're not wasting your time or any other professional. Make sure you have all your information you need.
So second one now?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody settle in, let's stand for pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Tom Breen,
Here.
Mike Colossack,
Yep.
Tom Dixon,
Here.
Jeff Gallagher,
Here.
Tracy Cervello.
First thing on the agenda is motion to reorganization, motion to elect chairman for the board.
I'll make a motion.
Mike Fox makes a motion, I stay chairman of the board. Is there a second?
Hey, you're the new guy. I've made all kinds of motions.
I'll second it.
Tracy Hill, second, all in favor? Aye. Opposed, none. Motion to elect vice chairman. I motion to elect Jeff Gallagher.
I second it.
You don't want it?
Nope.
You sure?
Hey, if we give,
Positive.
we have 5 votes, you gotta take it.
If I don't want it.
I'll motion to
But
make
reconsider.
Mike Fox accept.
He should reconsider.
I'll make a motion to elect Mike.
You wanna
Second.
say it or want me to?
You go ahead.
I'll second that one.
All in favor?
What's going on?
So Mike's motion to be vice chair, Tom Dixon seconded. All in favor? Motion to elect secretary treasurer for the board.
Motion Tom Dixon.
Jeff Gallagher motions, Tom Dixon second. Tracy Swell seconds. All in favor? Aye.
You should have took it.
Now you don't have time to change your
I ain't got it for one meeting. Oh, yes.
Motion to approve depositories. I'm not sure about that one.
That's,
That's the
northwest,
Okay.
northwest. Same accounts, right? It won't work that way. I'll make the motion, we stay with northwest with the existing accounts, with the exception we're gonna be closing one account. I better add. Should I add that?
I don't think you have to motion to close it, do
We are gonna close one.
you?
Yeah, I'm waiting for paperwork.
I sent it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
I don't know if you have like full count numbers or last four or whatever, but I think you need to count like motion.
Approve it.
The accounts at whatever bank and then turn all the account numbers and stuff.
Yeah, we have, I think we have 4 accounts here total, right, with 2 Penvest? And we're gonna combine to 1 Penvest now, construction's over, it's just taking a little bit of time. You can't just go to the bank and do what you wanna do now.
Do you want me to send anything I sent you?
Anything, come to me.
Please didn't come to the office.
If I went to her and she
Oh,
never,
yeah.
she doesn't, never mind.
And she's working from home right now.
We'll just go with the flow. Come to me and I look at my email all the time.
So do we,
Need a second on that?
yeah, we need a second to.
Stay with Northwest. I made the motion.
I'll second.
You got 2 seconds. Jeff seconded it. All in favor? Aye. None, very good, so. Motion to approve engineering firm, GD&F for billable hours not on a retainer.
We're not paying a retainer or,
There will be no.
and a bill.
Correct, there will be no.
One or the other, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We're just getting paid billable hours.
Yeah.
Correct.
What is the rate?
It's
It's
attached to
included.
the minutes there.
I'll make that motion.
Jeff Gallagher makes the motion of,
For the engineering firm, with Nelson Foreman for billable hours.
is there a second? Mike Crosby seconds it, all in favor? Aye. Carried. Motion to approve dates and times of public meetings.
Look, you need one more. Missing the auditor. Missing the auditor. Ain't on there.
Being on there.
No, solicitor's alert.
I'm sorry.
So we need a motion to
Sorry.
approve a auditor.
Yeah.
Do we have anybody?
Nobody wants it other than,
Foster?
Foster.
That's who's doing the other ones, right?
She could send out a letter to the rest of them, but I know Casey did a couple of years ago. We got no response.
I don't remember that.
I don't know if everybody's that busy, they don't want them, or they just think it's too much of a headache. I don't know.
Catalana's really good.
Huh?
Catalana,
They don't
they're
want
good.
Actually,
They don't want it?
that's who was supposed to do the 23s, and he wouldn't do it. How many times you called
There's quite a few.
him? We called him, tell us what everything you want over there. They wouldn't take it. They didn't want to do it. And they also billed us that same year for one that was done 2 years prior. I don't know if they hold their bills or what they do.
Wow.
You wanna table that until we find somebody else, or you wanna do some research?
Well, we actually have to have one, and we need to be in the next couple of weeks putting another one together to send down. So I think we should hire him for the 26th, and then let's, shop, let's go with, that one going out of Phillipsburg there, let's give them a call or letter or whatever, request.
I'm not sure.
It's me.
There's also one in Patton.
Yeah.
They're good. Links, I think.
They're supposed to be good, that one there going out of Phillipsburg, I can't figure. Think of their name. Is it Hess? What is her name? You know who it is.
Who?
You used them before, years ago. Right across from your coffee shop there. They used to do municipality work. I don't know if they do anymore or not. Ain't hard to miss, right across from Dunkin' Donuts.
In Phillipsburg.
Just can't think the name of it.
Walter Hawkins. Walter Hawkins,
Yeah, Walter Hawkins.
Walter-
Walter Hawkins.
So you're
Let's contact them for next year.
gonna have Foster do last year's, you're saying?
We're gonna have to. That's something that really should be done in the next couple of weeks, not wait too long, get out of control. We kinda know what we need now.
Yeah. So you're gonna make the motion of approve
I'll make a motion, we stay with,
Matt Foster?
yeah, Matt Foster and Associates, I think it's called.
Did they reply back to emails or anything?
They are terrible at sending emails for anything, and they are terrible at answering their phone. I called them last week to see if they ever got the list together that they said they were gonna send over to me. And the lady that I spoke to on the phone said she had the list, looked for it on her desk, she lost the list, so they had to come up with another list.
This is Foster?
Yes, and from what I gather, he's never in the office anymore.
He's at the prison.
He's at the prison right now, he does all the prison work. He will now be in the evenings there.
He's working for what, ICE or whatever it is, out of the prison. Could you give him a call? You have his home number. Call his home number and tell him to get with
I gotta
her,
yell at him anyhow.
to get with her and get everything else she needs. She has his home number.
Oh, I have his cell, but he doesn't answer.
Go answer
He
it to
answers
her.
mine.
Okay.
Has he finished the 23 and 24? None of those.
What did he need?
He said he needed the meeting minutes, which I gave them the meeting minutes.
And that's the only thing it should
That's
be.
the only thing he needed was the minutes.
And, yeah,
Minutes.
and I gave it to them. And the
I'll
ladies
find out
in the
tomorrow.
office said they were gonna look.
I'll find out tomorrow.
If not, I can go down Wednesday. I gotta go down town tomorrow. I can go down Wednesday and jump him. But I know what's coming next. He's got tax season coming. It's gonna be busy as hell. Yeah, I'll make the motion. We keep him for one more year. And, we'll look around.
Is there a second?
No second.
Mike Foster, second, all in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Okay, now motion to approve dates and times of public meetings.
For what?
Dates and times of public meetings.
Not solicitor.
You forgot solicitor.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It must be this
I'll
one.
make a motion. We hire Heather for this year.
Tom Dixon makes a motion to hire Heather Bostovich as our solicitor for the year. Is there a second?
No second.
Mike Foster, second, all in favor? Aye. Ayes. Okay.
Did we make a list of times and dates here somewhere?
Yeah, there's, I saw it somewhere.
Not right here. Don't hit any holidays, right? Doesn't look it.
You're actually going to be ratifying that because it's been published in the
We're
newspaper.
gonna approve it.
Okay.
Motion to approve the times and dates for the meetings? Looks like the third Monday of every month, like
I'll
last
make a
break.
motion for it.
Tracy Stroud makes a motion to approve the dates and times for the meetings.
No second.
Mike Foster, seconds, all in favor? None opposed? Okay. Looks like we're moving on to public comment.
Mr. Chairman, I've served everybody a letter and I've asked the secretary to graciously read my statement if she would.
She's not required to, though. You know
No,
that.
no, but if you want, I'll read it then.
No? That's up to you.
It doesn't matter to me one way or another. Public meeting statement explaining why the agreement is necessary. Public statement for Tima meeting. Members of the board, ladies and gentlemen, the purpose of this proposed ingress and egress access agreement is simple: to prevent future misunderstandings and ensure that all access to the Hockenberry Dam/Irvona Reservoir occurs under clear, lawful, and mutually acknowledged terms. Recent events, including the dismissal of charges by the Honorable Judge James Ryan Glass, demonstrated that Tima currently has no adopted rules and regulations, no bylaws, no written protocol for granting or denying access, and no formal process for authorizing enforcement actions. This lack of structure contributed directly to confusion, miscommunication, and the filing of charges that were ultimately dismissed for lack of evidence. The agreement before you today protects Tima by establishing clear expectations, protects the public by ensuring transparency and fairness, prevents employees from acting without board authorization, ensures that any future access is documented and understood, and helps restore public trust following recent procedural failures. This is not a controversial document. It is a common sense administrative safeguard that benefits everyone involved. We respectfully request that the board adopt the accompanying resolution and execute the agreement so that Tima may move forward with clarity, accountability, and lawful governance. Thank you.
And I would suggest that the resolution be presented to your solicitor for review, and that the agreement be also reviewed. And how many of you board members are aware of the fact that your solicitor is in litigation with me, or actually Vision Press Production News Media in Harrisburg? And we're going to be spending a lot of your money. How many are aware? Can you see a show of hands that you're aware of litigation between
authority against you, or what is it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are you aware of the fact? Did you vote to have your solicitor go after me because of a right to know for 5 days of footage? Excuse me?
Yeah, that's first I'm hearing of that.
So there you go. You're probably going to have anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 worth, because I will push it as long as I have to, and then it'll go into common pleas, which then we're going to be spending your money, probably $10,000. Any litigation really costs about $10,000. Once before, you took me to court for my property, and they were at the side of my property crying, "When are you going to end this?" And I said, "I didn't take you to court. You took me to court." And I took it the whole way until I filed a motion to compel. I had 3 pleadings on it. And it cost you $20. At that time, when they were ordered to come before me on Hopkins Street and discuss this amicably to end it, it cost, Mr. Holes was almost in tears saying, "We've spent $25,000 on you so far." I said, "I didn't take you to court." And I have it recorded because I held out my recorder and they opposed it. But I have it because I was there by myself and there wasn't a witness. All I'm saying is, I asked to see from the 10th to the 15th of video. If you don't do that, and you object to this, I'm going to serve this to Harrisburg, that you denied me the right to go and see the weir up in Hockenberry, and that's going to be a plus for me. So if you want to deny this tonight, that's fine with me. I'll use it in litigation. But it's just interesting that nobody here knows who authorized the solicitor to go after Vision Press Production News Media. Nobody did? She just taking this on her own? I mean, she's got at least $1,000 worth of bill for you for what we've done so far. And I'm going to just go out on a limb and say it's probably going to cost you about $5,000 to go after me for 5 days of footage of film that you're photographing the weir. And that's what I'm asking for. Thank you for your time. I went over my time, Mr. Chairman. Have a great day.
Pam, go ahead.
Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of here to try to get this resolved as quick as you guys want to get it resolved. I stopped up and saw Vicky in November when I was off, and we went over the bill and everything. All the information was kind of wrong and old, so we corrected that. And then I just asked if I could have something in writing from you guys I spoke to her just the other day, or I can't remember what day of the week it was
That's
now.
all right.
Not, it might have
It's
been
in all your
yesterday.
guys' packets.
But she had drafted something up for you guys to approve and sign. I just want something in writing, just so I know that everything's all
I
finished.
probably got her sent something over for that.
Yeah, did anybody
So
contact
she's
you
gonna
about
walk out on that,
Yeah,
one.
they said about it was brought up.
Yeah, we're gonna ask you about buying a meter pit back
Yeah,
off
they
you.
said that you mentioned you were gonna try and fill it with concrete.
Would you be interested in
If,
selling?
if that was an option, but I would like to try and ask you, would you be willing to try and sell that meter pit, where we would try and come out, remove the meter pit, try and fix
Yeah,
everything
sell it.
back up, and then turn around,
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
purchase,
sell it.
we can purchase that meter pit. We're hard to come by right now.
And then in the letter too, she has that you're gonna cap it at the road then, cause it was said to me about a blow
It
off.
should be dug up and turned on and shut off at the court.
Okay,
That's the
yeah.
one where they didn't extend the blow off out. They hooked on the blow off for her,
It
right?
was in your packet.
Yeah, there's some,
I think it
you'd
needs,
have to look at the
I
map.
think it needs a blow off out.
But I don't wanna blow off there, cause
Like
it's
that.
gonna run, the water.
They shouldn't then, because you had that fire hydrant at the very end.
Correct.
It's close enough that you don't need, you can turn and run it.
But you're not getting any bill now, right?
No, I'm still getting billed monthly.
Oh.
I'm still getting the $10 charge. That's in the letter as well, where I want that stated that it's a zero balance.
It's all right here, what she
Did
was
you guys read
asking
it?
for, it's in
Have
all
you
your
guys read
guys'
that?
packets.
Have you guys read this?
Yeah.
Should have it in your packet, probably.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
No, it didn't go that far.
So she's asking that we approve this.
Yeah, I thought we already did.
Well, she wants it in writing, so this is a written.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we approved it just
The
wait.
letter that I got said that I relinquished everything, and I didn't like the verbiage of that.
Yeah, I think it's all right. You're just gonna leave the line in from the pit in, in case you ever wanna use that. That's yours.
We're not digging it up, no.
That's what I mean, you're gonna let it
Yeah,
there.
because we
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
put it all in, so it's going nowhere. We're just leaving it in the ground.
That's just all her paperwork.
Oh.
This is the Irvona concrete, or the
Is this,
Municipal.
which copy is she gonna get this one?
Similar to the.
Yeah, she hasn't signed a copy of them, we all have one, so.
Tom, is there somebody motion to approve this, or did that, or you say that?
Yeah, we'll buy the, We'll remove the pit when they, turn the corp stop off and, what we gonna pay them for what they paid for the pit? Whatever you paid for the pit, we're gonna refund that to
I
you.
think you have a copy of that.
Yeah, it's all there.
So your motion to approve that,
Sure,
Paul?
you can.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to do that.
You good?
Paul makes a motion to approve the purchase the pit back off of Pam and Seth Pennington. And
Bills, we can stop the bills now. We ain't taking it out till it gets warmer weather.
Well, that's what him and I talked about. He's like, I said, we're not gonna ask you to take it's
Yeah.
frozen.
Yeah, as
Like,
soon as it gets warmer weather.
yeah, that's fine.
Mike Bosick seconds, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? None here. Got it. Okay. We'll go around the room here, Mr.
Yeah, actually, I have a photo here I'd like to show you guys. And see if you can tell me why. This is in one of my rental properties. They cook in a white pot. As soon as they put the pot on the stove and start to boil it, it turns a yellowish color and puts a brown ring around the top of the pot. That was a picture of when they started boiling the water in the pot.
When was that? Do you have a date?
Oh, I'd have to look at the timestamp on that. But they are all that, and it's at 15.
Pardon?
That's at 15 Hop Street, and their water, when you use it out of the hot water, has a stagnant smell, a pungent stagnant smell. It's got a stagnant smell when it's,
Is that all the time, or is it just a couple times?
it's happened off and on.
Okay.
Did it do that before they tapped into the well up there?
That's been on for months.
Well, that's what I'm asking, was that just
This
started, or has that
started
been going on for months?
probably late November, early December.
Yeah, they were on well for what, August, I think they turned that on in August.
Do we have any information on leak detection for Hop Street?
I think they were doing some of that, I heard that had something to do with it.
I don't know if they were working on it or if there was a problem with it.
I know they were leak detecting, I do know that. I don't know exactly what streets they were doing, but I'm trying, which one's Hop
Is there
Street?
is there any documentation for the leak detection at all?
We'll have to ask them. I don't know if they have any documentation or not. Louis, what street was that now?
Hop Street.
I'm not sure what street that is.
It's like the last one going out of town.
Oh, where the trailers are down in there?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
15 is the one that runs parallel with that street, not
Okay.
the one that runs parallel with the road going up the curb. Trying to see if I can find the date for that. That was December the 30th.
Used to be a blow off on that alley at the end,
Which end, Bill?
because it would run between his house down the alley and, Linder down that alley, and there was a blow off that used to shoot toward
That whole service line to those three homes is,
it's old, there was 3 leaks on the way.
were you there whenever that was put in? Do you know where that line is specifically?
I don't. The water got put in, I'm thinking maybe before I was born. I mean, I was there when sewage was put in.
Yeah, but I thought that somebody trying said that they turn around and revamp that, and like the ash pile that's back there and everything building up. So I think it's pretty low, but whenever you're standing on that ash pile in that corner, you turn around and try to locate down in that swell, there's no hits at all. I don't even know where the curb stop is for this one.
Yeah, cause I know that one there at 15, before I bought it, was actually when, Duke Deal put the first trailer in there. They put a lot of fill in there. I don't know if they covered up that curb stop when they did that or not. But I know the other one up there that runs parallel with the road running out to Carbondale, that water line comes up out of the bottom too.
Yeah. Yeah, they both actually, for that trailer, they both turn on and come around one comes in, the one that you're turning on talking about with the water issue, it comes in on your driveway side, on that corner, and then the other one's just on the other side of that, but both of those lines, I think, go from that trailer down around that dirt pile and go down towards the bottom of the tree line, and then I think it runs back there, but how far out across there to get back over the ash pile, I'm not sure.
Yeah, that I'm not
And I know
sure
there's
either.
guardrails there to turn on something like that. Those guardrails are set it off every time. It's gonna be tough.
I didn't know if that was something, I mean, the other trailer didn't complain of it. I know I've had yellow water a few times, and I know sometimes when you guys are treating the water, it comes out smelling like swimming pool.
Okay.
Well, like I told you, Lou, if you want to and you want to turn on figure that out, you can. You have the option to turn on call DEP and they will turn on come sample your water. I'll let you know exactly what it is. I can give you a number after if you want.
Alright, that works. That's the.
I got it, I forgot the sign sheet.
Go ahead, ma'am, you. Oh, okay. Alright.
I have a question. Did you guys, the DEP, did you guys receive a DEP report? Did you get to evaluate that?
Did we evaluate it?
Yeah, like read over it?
Yeah, I
See
read some of
the
it.
violations and the discrepancies? Have you talked about it as a board?
I don't think we have as board, but at least the board got an email copy of it. Well, I don't think-
Skylar, did you get one too?
I do have a copy of
that
it.
as well?
Yep.
Okay. Did you get to give recommendations on?
I have some recommendations, not with me right now, but I do have recommendations.
We can find out too, if we can get a list from them and see what they've taken care of. I know they've been working on it, so.
There is also consistencies too with the governance issues that they did report and stuff in there too as well, and I know that kind of consistently goes along with other issues and stuff that have recently transpired and stuff that happens too. And
I understand.
that definitely needs taken care of.
We can meet again, Jeff, if you want to discuss it.
One of the things I was gonna bring up tonight was, do you want me to reach out to DEP and ask for an extension on that, so we can discuss it as a
Is
board?
there any way that we can turn around and have them come up and turn around and sit down and have a meeting?
We can try, absolutely.
I know they don't, I don't think they like turn around and do it in a public setting, that's from what I understand, but I think that if we could turn around and have DEP turn around, come up and meet with them as a board and turn around and discuss the entire report and come up with remedies to turn around and fix everything.
I can do that, absolutely. Try you one
Yeah,
time.
good one. Thanks, Nicole. Jill?
Are you going to open that meeting up to the public?
No. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what DEP.
I'm not sure DEP is gonna be open to that, just.
Short answer is no, but we'll look into it. Bill?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
In regard to what was last said, if you would possibly include in that request for them to come speak, bring an outreach representative so that he can be introduced and maybe a liaison could be established.
Is that what you was talking about earlier, Jeff?
I just said about the outreach program as an option,
Yeah.
and it has multiple vendors.
All right, I do have several points of issue and I'm not extremely pleased about it. I see on here about Rob Knoll resigning, but the lack of established protocol, as Mr. Spade so aptly stated, has just cost this authority untold time and money and wasted effort. Had one question been asked, everything would have been resolved in-house as it should have been, and issues would have come to light that need brought to light and need attention to and correction. I'm sitting here and I'm asking right now, I want an apology from at least, well, you're not involved, so you're not in this. But anybody that was involved, which under oath said it was Rob Knoll, Mr. Brink, and Mr. Morrison gave the approval to do this. So I want an apology. I want a letter written to DEP because of what I read on that report and what was stated under oath, my name and tampering with a municipal authority valve was in the same breath, and I will not take that shadow on my reputation, sir. I want that tampering little innuendo that Rob Knoll on his own, I will take it unless Mr. Morrison incited him to do so. And he needs addressed on that for participating and encouraging that it go to Pennsylvania State Police when he's so many years involved here. He should know protocol that you don't put anything to litigation without full board knowledge and majority board approval. You don't invite litigation. Mr. Spade has, you know, he's gonna be holding the money bag out and someone's gonna have to pay it all because protocol wasn't followed. And then you don't have rules and regs. The three things I asked, I want an apology, I want a retraction, and I want correction. I want rules and regs legally certified and established, and a handbook legally established. I already spoke to several different people on this. I have a legitimate case for defamation of character, assassination, and it goes on and on. I won't pursue that if the correction is addressed. Mr. Morrison needs to know his place. He's an employee, not a board member. He cannot make decisions. He has to come to you for all of it.
Amen.
I don't know how else to say it. I was going to complain about some of what Rob's doing, about what people are calling me, and I'm not even on the board. And they're shooting me pictures of all the hours and times that they're at minute work with. I want one other issue addressed. It is a breach of protocol on the 15th down at the magistrate when the service truck and both employees showed up. Who in the heck was here watching the system and why was the service truck down there? And were they both paid to be there? When Mr. Niebuhr was not subpoenaed, Mr. Knoll was not subpoenaed, he needed to come because he was the one who made the accusation. No, so I've addressed it, and I'm asking, do I receive the apology, the letter, and the correction, gentlemen, or do I proceed with litigation? I'm asking now.
I've already contacted the attorney.
I don't hear a word, so I think I know where I'm headed. Statements under oath, gentlemen.
You got something?
No, I just can't believe that somebody doesn't want to step up and say, yeah, we made a mistake.
Thank you, Tim.
I mean, that there would be a lot simpler than just sitting there and not saying anything, you guys, and addressing things and taking care of them right now.
I'll put it to you this way, Bill, I'm glad you didn't get a fine out of it. How's that? I'm glad it worked in your favor.
Do you know when the man you're depending on to give you reliable, accurate information is lying on state forms, gentlemen, and I have the proof right here. And it was proven in court. When you're taking the word of him, that's why we are up there, to protect Mr. Dixon and Mr. Gallagher's bum, because they care.
I'm gonna move on before we get into a big
Of
argument.
course, because you just want to elude and you want to make more money, you want to bleed Tima dry with
I'm gonna
money
add
and
something to
wasted
what he's
water.
saying though.
Yeah.
This would have been stopped if more,
Thank you for the time. Sorry,
this would have been stopped if more of us would have knew about it.
I understand that.
I found out about it a couple of days before it,
Or if we would've knew that.
and I asked about what time your hearing was, and I was told at 1:30, so I wouldn't show up for it. By an employee. Oh,
Collusion and conspiracy to cover a lie. Many lies to cover a lie because they're not releasing what they should. You know, I'm telling you, you think it's just me? The Susquehanna River Valley Basin Authority is getting involved, gentlemen, DCNR.
We're gonna move on.
Mr. Chairman, just one more statement. Here's the transcript of this. We could have won our cases without evidence because you have no rules and regulations. This gentleman stood on, held up his hand, took an oath, and stated to the court that he had no bylaws when he asked the questions.
Everybody here knows we don't have bylaws on our hands, so.
So those signages up there are illegal.
Okay.
Thank you for allowing me to speak.
You're welcome. Tim, did you have something else you want to say, or are you good?
No.
Okay. Mrs. Dixon, did you want to say something?
I was going to, but I think I'll just keep my mouth shut for right now.
Any other public comment?
I circle back around, but, oh, go ahead, go ahead. Go ahead.
When something like that happens, you guys need to go to the board, okay? And let everybody know what's going on. It's not Rob's responsibility. He works for the board. He works for you guys. He had no right to do, I'm not blaming anybody or whatever, but the board, you as a chairman, you should have called a special meeting and said, this was going on. And I think the first thing you should have done was write him a registered letter and say, one of them caught you up there, please, whatever you wanna do.
Yeah.
And then the second time, then go there, but it's not Rob's responsibility, it's all of you guys' responsibility to make that decision.
That statement that everybody didn't know, can I turn on and read the report? Okay. It's from me through Tom Brink, Tom Dixon, Line Baker, which is Mike, Dan Smith, carbon copy, Heather Bozovich, Skylar Eckenrode. Did you get this? Inspection findings at well 2 in the Irvona Reservoir, security, maintenance, and regulatory concerns. Dear board members, at approximately 4:30 on August 8, 2025, I, Jeffrey Gallagher, along with Bill McCusker, met Tom Brink at the Irvona Municipal Authority Water Treatment Plant. From there, we conducted an on-site inspection of well 2 in the Irvona Reservoir, noting multiple operational, security, and maintenance issues, many of which constitute violations of the EPA Safe Drinking Water Act, the Clean Water Act, and the DEP regulations. Below is a detailed account of the observations along with applicable legal and regulatory references. Number 1, unsecured access to public water supply, well 2. Observations, gates to the well 2 site were found unlocked and left open. The garage door at the well building has been broken and unsecured for years. Fuel for the equipment was left in plain view and unattended. Regulatory citations requires public water systems to prevent contamination, and another state requires source and facilities to be maintained in a sanitary and secure condition. Failure to secure well 2 exposes the water system to vandalism, theft, or intentional contamination and constitutes a direct violation of source water protection requirements. Number 2, lack of well maintenance and exercising program. Observations, no water loss reported or monthly operational documentation was available. Well 2 has not been exercised or flushed or pumped since at least fall of 2024. DEP's best practices, what I was told, would require pumping 1,000 gallons monthly from inactive wells to purge impurities and ensure functionality. Regulatory citation and risks requires inactive sources to be kept operational and exercised to prevent degradation. Requires routine monitoring and sampling. Lack of exercising risks iron bacteria growth, pump seizures, and water quality degradation, increasing the chance of costly failures. Number 3, suspected transmission line leakage. Observations, water was observed flowing along the ditch beside the transmission line despite dry weather. This suggests a possible leakage from the line. Regulatory citations, prohibits unauthorized discharge without a permit, requires transmission lines to prevent loss of water and cross-contamination. Untreated leaks, wastewater treated, may cause pressure loss and could lead to backflow contamination. Number 4, inadequate equipment records and operational knowledge. Observation, Mr. Brink could not provide pump specifications, installation date, or operational history. No testing records or water loss documentation were available on site. Citations and risks requires operators to maintain accurate system specifications and maintenance records, and requires prompt public notice in operational failure situations. Poor record keeping hinders emergency response and could delay corrective action, increasing liability rates. I'm going to stop there, but I'll turn around and read the last section here. In conclusion, based on this inspection, the Irvona Municipal Authority is at risk for multiple violations under the EPA Safe Drinking Water Act, Clean Water Act, and PADEP Chapter 109, 105, and 245. These conditions should be addressed immediately to try and prevent enforcement actions, penalties, or public health risks. I recommend that the board treat these findings as urgent and ensure corrective measures are documented, implemented, and reported to DEP without delay. Due to the file size limitations, I am unable to include the photo documentation directly in this email. However, the full set of images is available upon request and can be provided via an alternative method or presented as needed. Please let me know if your preferred way to receive the documentation, and I'll be happy to accommodate. Respectfully, Jeffrey Gallagher.
Jeffrey,
I got no replies back at all.
Jeffrey, can I give you this? This is a right to know of all the work that's been done in 2024 and 2025. That's it. That's all that's logged that's being done. And you, if you want to read the date on that.
5/23/25.
So there's no logs on any maintenance of anything that's being done in this Tima board. I'm asking that Mr. Brink step down as chairman of the board, and he can still be on, but I ask that he step down. This is his negligence.
No, I ain't gonna do that. Sorry, Jared. Moving on. Next public comment?
I circle back around, kind of summarizing what the consensus is and everything has been saying tonight. I base everything on factual evidence that I have did through my RTKs, through documentation that I have sent to outside external agencies. It is all factual, it is not thing. Everything that has come back from all these external agencies, DEP, like complaint reports, the unredacted, the appeals that I've won, the unredacted emails and all those files and everything, there is a consensus of severe governance issues that need to be rectified. Every single one of the outside agencies says that it is an internal governance issue, and it definitely needs to be taken care of. Because it's not just affecting the board here or the people in this room, it is affecting everybody within the IMA. Everyone that this water goes through, and that is the biggest concern. There are so many violations, so many things that have not been taken care of, and so many things that have been done, but yet we still want to point fingers and do all this. By them asking you to step down or do these different things, this is us holding you accountable.
Amen.
All of you accountable. And it is time something gets done about it. And we're tired of just hearing every meeting that it just keeps going on. I didn't know, or pointing fingers and blaming other people. Everything I have is factual, hard evidence, and it comes back to this. And all these agencies that I have contacted are still being contacted, and there still is things, investigations being done. So I am just giving you a heads up that I don't know what's coming down the pike, but I have been reaching out. And I really hope that something does get done so that there is some kind of foreseen future for this authority and for the governors, because we, the people in this community, deserve the transparency and accountability of those people sitting here on this board.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're gonna move on, Bill. You already had like 5 minutes, buddy. I'm sorry. We're gonna move on.
I'll relinquish my time to Bill.
Okay.
I would just like to add to Ms. Lincoln's statement that everything that she has legitimized by records are all precursors to disasters. All of them. The lack of the maintenance, the lack of the oversight, all of it is, we're heading for a disaster, and if you wait for bad things to happen, trust me, they will.
Okay.
Thank you for hearing me.
Thank you, Bill. Okay, we're gonna move on. Engineers report. Tyler, you.
All right, recapping what I did here this last month, just general information. Did have a RTK come in for the well information. It's been answered. We discussed already and voted on withdrawing the retainer agreement between IMA and GDNF. We're going to be strictly hourly. I told Tom too, I do understand the constraints that the authority is operating under for cost and everything. if somebody calls me with a question and I'm on the phone for 10 minutes, I'm not going to bill you guys for that, because that's us trying to prolong, the lifeline here of the authority. So don't be afraid to pick up and call me because you think it's going to cost you guys money if it's a 10-minute phone call. The rate schedule is attached to the minutes. That was all approved. Thank you very much. The water treatment facility, the skate upgrades project that CW Automation is working on, he's about 95% complete. He was here last week. He had some reporting issues. It's typical stuff, just not transferring over right, that he's got to fix. I did talk to him today. He's pretty confident he's going to be done this week. The reminder is on there about the remainder of those upgrades, the supervisor PLC and the skid PLCs, as well as the skid hardware. There's still $53,000 worth of work that we would recommend at some point you guys consider doing. While I was on the phone, getting an update from DJ with CW Automation, I guess when he was here doing some of the work on his reports, he had discussed the internet service at the plant. He said that he thinks he can kind of help you guys out a little bit and fix the disaster that is the monstrous amount you pay for internet every month, which I believe is upwards of $300.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
All that.
That's what I pay.
So he is offering to provide AT&T FirstNet. FirstNet is a section of AT&T's network that is limited to first responders, police, and government authorities. There is obviously a cost associated with needing to do this upgrade. I just got this letter today, so I couldn't get it included in the packet. And I believe he sent it to Vicky as well.
And they have it.
Oh, they do?
CW
great.
Automation.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna push you guys to approve it this month because there are some questions that my electrical team wants to talk through with DJ, just to make sure what he's gonna provide is gonna be what you guys need. We're pretty confident in DJ's abilities, but we really want to talk about it with him. But anyway, where I'm going with all this is for an initial cost of about $8,100. He thinks he can save you about $8,000 a year, based
What's
on
the initial cost again?
about $8,100.
That's going to be a satellite.
He can save you $8,000 a year.
So if you turn on it'll pay for itself in the end.
Correct.
That what you're talking, satellite? Not
Uh,
going to be a hard line.
correct. Yes, you are correct.
It's 8,100, is that one location or a couple locations?
That would be your plant, well, tank, and reservoir. I lied. No tank, no reservoir, because it's not needed there. Is what he's
Well,
got.
it is and it isn't. It'd be nice to have it out there for the overflow and for the weir. But that's only selected months you need it. But it is definitely the well and the plant, no tank.
I'm not wondering though if we can't turn on for the tank and the reservoir and turn on, get different sensors and use for like sensor pump.
Yeah, this
Like the ones, like the meters where you have
this wind
Like
stream
them
getting
two
out of
years ago.
control and it ain't the best
use
system.
use the internet and you can turn on like the one on Shortcut or in Crestview, you can turn and check those online. You can turn on and check the tank, your tank levels, you don't have to turn on have the
camera.
Are you talking AT&T wireless? Or did you say what?
FirstNet is what he has it listed as.
First. Because we don't have AT&T service here.
It's a cellular network.
Cellular.
And I don't, again, I'm not going to pretend to be a programmer. This is why I want to talk to him about it. This was kind of a last minute thing today. But this is a network that's limited to first responders, police, and government authorities, so that might have something to do with it as well.
Second question, if I may, Mr. Chairman. How old are the PLCs?
They would be the original to the plant, so 2005.
The lifespan of those are usually, what, 2 years?
No. These are beefed up PLCs.
Are they?
So, yeah. But we still recommend they get replaced.
So you say the beginning, when was the Tima plant developed?
2005.
2005.
It might. I don't know if it came online in 07.
Just a little bit. I thought a little bit earlier than that, but like
Okay.
804 maybe.
Okay.
I would check on the lifespan of a PLC because I don't think it's that not long. I mean,
Well, that's why I'm recommending them to be replaced.
yeah, I think you're right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
So going back here to the phone and the internet, I'm assuming the board's okay with me reaching out and talking to DJ about this more. I mean, I think it's kind of a no-brainer to save the authority some money.
I know we've been kicking that can down the road
Yeah,
for
it's
quite
been
some time.
It's been a discussion.
We definitely gotta look at it.
Would you please?
You say
What do we pay now just for?
$300 and some dollars.
No, I meant just for like those sense of phones and that cellular phone.
Out of this world now.
I don't know, I wouldn't know that, but I was just informed. I don't know.
We can find out what that is. Like, you got 1, 2, there'd probably be 6 or 7 if they're $20, $30 a pop.
I wanna say that sounds about right.
Oh, I get-
Almost like 30.
I have
It'd be
Comcast.
it's like $1
Comcast.
a day. And you don't have to turn them either. You can
Comcast,
access it
they
on the phone.
won't
You know how
run it
easy it
because
is to look at that.
when Comcast went through on 53, I called them and said that I wanted it.
So that's as far as they can.
Because nobody else wanted it up there.
Yeah.
And he told me if everybody up in behind me would ask for it, they would run the line up there. They ran the line for nothing.
And it was good for the first couple of years, and now it's right back up where Windstream is.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not really.
So it is better than Windstream.
Yeah, they ran a line to my shop and to whatever, and he has the cable and we have the internet and we have whatever.
Mhm.
And,
You get some
people
information
behind,
off
'cause I don't know
of
what that place is called, whatever.
Cataluna and them.
Huh?
Swanktown.
Swangtown
Well,
is.
that's
That's
whenever I
all.
called them to
If they would
see about
contact them, they would take it.
the
to
audit.
there,
Yeah,
And
right.
it may be cheaper.
Or no, I called them to see if they would do the taxes. And they
what?
billed me for it.
Yeah.
For what DJ came up with, your plant internet would be $40 a month with the AT&T first net.
It's pretty cheap.
That is cheap.
Seeing that you have 2 phones included with that, but you're paying $338 right now.
Right now, great.
And it's in and out. Half the time you don't have service.
Yeah, Windstream ain't the best stuff around here.
So,
What'd you come up with a month?
You need a motion to turn on
$40.
sure. I mean, he reached out to me with it, so, I mean, yeah, if you're gonna accrue cost on our behalf, yeah, I need a motion to.
Motion for Skylar to try and talk to DJ. Get us more information.
Yeah, I'll second. McCoskey seconded. All in favor? Aye.
Man, look at anything else that take, you have better ideas.
Well, I know we've been talking about that.
I did check,
Yeah,
I did check on the Starlink. They ain't on all the time around here. They do it in isolated places.
How about T-Mobile? T-Mobile now has a device too, and it's $35 a month, and
I had it and it didn't work
it
very
didn't
well.
work good, because I
Not
have
for my
T-Mobile.
house, but.
I mean, I have T-Mobile, I've always, and
I
we
have
have
T-Mobile on our
wonderful.
phone here, but.
How much you say we're paying total for Windstream?
$338.
$338 a month.
How about $1,466?
Yeah, you're probably right on that because,
It's for each account.
$1,400 a month.
It's for each account that we have.
Or 16, I'm sorry, 1666.
is that for, that's not just 1 month.
That's
That's
for all
3
of them.
accounts, but the
For all
biggest
the
one's
accounts.
1354.
1 month?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Tom, our Comcast back there,
So you're looking at that averaged out there, and I know what you said doesn't cover all that. That's 15 grand a year. No more than that.
So it'll pay for itself in
So
6
damn near
months.
20,000 a year.
I will,
But we're not gonna get rid of all this, Bill.
with that, yeah, you would.
We would.
Mhm.
I'm all for it.
Oh, we definitely gotta look at that.
Alright, we'll try to have everything squared away for next month's meeting, so you can not write a check for $1,600 again.
Would they,
Yeah.
Would you like Vicky to send copies of the bills over so you have stuff to compare with?
That's up to you guys, I mean, do you need me to do a cost analysis?
Well, I mean,
to
that
tell you
guy
how
can
much you're
look
gonna pay this
That
back?
guy can look at the service we're getting and match it.
Oh, it's gonna be better than what you're getting as far as
Well,
service
yeah.
goes.
Just so we,
I'll accept
just so we cover everything.
Windstream, so.
Yeah, it's, 1666 a month. The last one was 1400.
So I'm going to keep those PLC numbers on there. Whenever the board thinks that, we might want to take a stab at addressing the next phase of this project. Again, their old PLCs, I think it would be worth doing. I also understand you guys have budgets to follow as well. The grant applications, 2024 LSA grant. They had their determination meeting on the 18th of December, and you guys didn't get any grant money, unfortunately. The 2025 grant application was resubmitted. We talked about that last month, and we're probably not going to hear about that until late 2026. That's just the way they go. The PA Small Water and Sewer Grant that was submitted in April of 2025, that actually changed today. I will probably know, I believe it's tomorrow, if you guys got money for South Hill Street. They have a meeting that popped up tomorrow, and they have their grant awards on the agenda. So
For tomorrow, you're saying that's tomorrow?
yeah, so hopefully I have good news. And final item on as far as grant goes, the SRBC drought, whatever they call it. It's about 90% complete. I have to get some letters signed. I'm asking for approval to have Tom sign the matching funds commitment letter. That's a 20% match requirement. We're estimating just the well building to be around $600,000. That is just for the building, nothing more. So you're going to need a $120,000 commitment on top of that. Just giving everybody a heads up. And I would need a motion so that Tom can sign that commitment letter, as well as a landowner consent letter, which I would need the landowners to sign up around the well area up there above the plant.
I think we're the landowners.
There's a wellhead protection area that's going to go onto other property. There's a 250-foot radius, I believe, roughly.
Okay.
It extends the other side of the creek, I thought they said.
Yes, I believe it does. Yes.
Leah was talking about that before. He kind of thought we would have to turn around and fence it in, but we met it. We met the requirements.
No, yeah, you don't need to fence it in, but
just the sign off.
yeah. And then you would, I believe you need, there's about a 60-foot wide easement, I think, because of where that land, there's an easement to get your road back to the well that you're going to need as well. So that would be included in this consent letter as well. I don't know if we know the people who own the property right there, if they're amicable to.
Couldn't Mick be worse than something
That doesn't sound familiar, I apologize.
John, I know. I thought Johnny Collins turned on board a bunch of that up down there.
Give me 1 second.
Couldn't we go on GIS and find it?
I can find it in 2 seconds here.
You haven't heard anything from Castleberry, huh?
James Yaworski
Yeah, maybe.
and Ed Andrews. So if I can get a motion to have those letters signed whenever we finalize this, that would be appreciated. The last thing that's not on my agenda, but I thought about it as I was walking out of the office, and I think it's worth bringing up. When I was talking to Rob a couple weeks ago about some things up at the plant, he said that he had a phone call that he needed to get on regarding the water meters that you guys are currently replacing throughout the system. You have all.
Oh, he's having they're gonna have a shortage of them or something?
They're
Discontinued
done.
them.
That's what it was.
The Census SR2 AccuStream meters that you guys are using, that you're in the process of changing over to. They have about 500 available to purchase. From what Rob is telling me, he estimates that half of the ones in the system have been swapped over. So if the new one is going to cost
189 on it.
I think they're down to 118, Rob said.
Huh?
I think they're down to 118.
No, the other ones are, I think they're 189 when
the new
when they
ones.
get them.
The new ones.
You don't
Yeah.
want an April.
No. The only reason I'm bringing this up is they have the SR2 AccuStreams.
Yeah. There's 500 up there.
There's 500.
Must have
You're
found
saying
more than.
If you need half of them, you should be looking for about 200-300.
Correct. Because you're gonna, I believe the number I came up with was I want to say it was a $70 difference between the two meters. So
Yeah,
you're
it was
gonna
about that way,
you're
right?
gonna cost yourself another $21,000.
Buy now or pay later.
Correct.
Yeah, the only thing, there was a sales lady around here. I'm trying to think.
Neptune.
Can we get other brands that will read into our system?
Yes, they do make crossovers.
Cheaper.
That I don't know.
Well, I'm trying to think of that.
They were the same ones we used to sell.
There, I know.
This
I know
lady,
way
she
too
took-
many.
For half of what
Yeah.
everybody else
The
did.
Neptune, I don't know if it's radio read, but it comes with it in the head already to go. I think it was right around $200.
That's
You keep her card. That girl come around and selling, wanting to sell meters.
I'd have to look through some of the papers. That was a while ago.
Yeah, started with a V, wasn't it?
That was
The same ones we used to sell, we could sell, no, they weren't readouts. We could sell for half of what the other ones are. Yeah, he told me about that, and I said, get whatever you can get. But they only have like 120 then. You say they're 500 now.
That's what he told me when, and then unless they sold a bunch of them because they told other people that they were discontinuing them. Which
Yeah.
is a possibility.
Yeah, this was like a month ago, and they said they only had 120 there, and I said, get everything you can get. Because we need to get meters replaced.
It's also possible that that is what they had available in their warehouse that day.
Yeah,
They might
so-
have other ones.
So they must have found some.
So, again, just something I'm bringing up that could cost you guys money later.
But what I'm looking at in the future, if they're gonna keep raising them up, almost $200 now, maybe next year 300, we ought to start looking at something else that's compatible to go into that. We can't change the whole system. I mean,
No.
we got these many in, and most of them are late model. But you also don't wanna be paying $200 or $300 down the road for a meter.
Yeah, those sort of two AccuStreams were the better. They were easy, they were more easy to service.
Is that them green ones?
Yeah, you know the green bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah. The iPros at that time, a couple years ago, they were trying to sell them for like 120 to 130. But it's a sealed unit. If something happens in it, if
Yeah,
it freezes.
that's always.
You had one in your trailer piece, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just had one.
Yeah, but
That
see,
was
whenever
when I
you had
called
that, whenever you had that problem, an iPro you can't try and rebuild.
Right.
But if you can try and get the extra parts, you can try and still keep the same housing, just try and rebuild the internals. So that's what I think that's what the decision was.
Again, just information for the board to consider. I know I've talked about spending a lot of money here. We got PLCs that are $53,000, and now I'm saying how much in meters, but something to consider.
We're definitely gonna look into something for the meters for the future, because they keep changing them and keep raising the prices up like that. We gotta find something that's compatible.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Do they have a meter that won't freeze?
No. Put heat tape around them.
I did, but if it fails, then you'll have what I had. It had a plastic bottom, and it burst. Thank you for, Mr. Chairman.
I would like to say something to that report there. When they change out a meter, if it had heat tape around it, they need to put it back around it when they're done. 'Cause I had to reheat tape mine on January 2nd when I had an
That'd be
issue.
questionable there. I think the homeowner has to put that heat. Cause you know what burns most houses down? Heat tape.
It would be your
If the authority would wrap that heat tape back on her, you come back on us. I mean, that's the
But if
property
you
owners.
unwrap it and just leave it laying on the ground, just wrap it back around there. It takes 2 more seconds.
Yeah.
It was already plugged in by the homeowner.
I'd strongly go against that.
What
If
they
it
should have
would-
done
but-
was told you.
Here's the other thing, if it would have frozen in the time between when it was replaced and when I found that the heat tape wasn't put back around it, you would have came after me for that meter, and it wouldn't have been my fault, because I had the protection there, it just wasn't put
They
back.
need to, whoever changes the meter out for you in the wintertime, they need to schedule it, you can be there with it. Yeah,
Whoever did it,
we don't wanna take the authority, take the liability of putting heat tape back on somebody's lines or the
And if
meter.
something would happen, then it would come back.
That's reasonable.
Heat tape's one of the worst things you use, but it works great. That's all I can say about it. I got it all through the garage out in the
They did
office.
not put that back, and I don't know
somebody
who
has
did
something
it,
for
but
shower
that's
in the
what you
morning.
know, that they did not put it back
Did you do the
on.
minutes?
No, we gotta do that, I forgot, I should buy that, we can do that, when we hit the office report. So the operators report, guys aren't here tonight, I know Rob.
Yeah, are they out on a break or something?
No, he had an eye doctor's appointment, and Zach had toothache or
Oh,
something.
both of them?
Yeah. So, did you guys get a chance to read it? I can read it out loud if you would prefer. Dug an alley behind Joey's Pizza, turned on water for new AMED. Building also replaced the old line with new CTS pipe. Dug South Hill Street, found that the mechanical joint was leaking, tightened the bolts and they quit leaking. Just discovered there's a leak we are still hunting for in the alley by Julia, Westbound Street. Pressure gauge failed in water spraying in the back corner of the plant and got into the light fixture, causing the surge protector to stop working and the bathroom lights to completely stop working. Both panel boxes now have been surge protectors and the bathroom has new lights and working all outside lights. Water on the building are not working and need replaced. Mayor Electric sent a quote for that as well. Water loss is 30%, down to 30% change for broken meters from the cold weather. Got the service truck back, but we'll be going back for a burning smell. And that reservoir is overflowing, everything looks good out there. Well's doing good. Pulling about half and half from both. New skate upgrades are in progress. DJ is getting things completed. Meters and bills will be done and sent out this week. Any questions? Probably want to direct them to you guys or
It was 30% loss, is that what I heard you say?
versus estimating. So with that being said, we'll move
Take
on.
the tools out of the truck before it goes back this time.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Motion to approve Rob Knowles' resignation letter. Well, of course, you guys know Rob's leaving, so their approval for that.
You need a motion?
Yeah.
I'll make the motion.
You make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
For Rob,
he's gonna quit, that's
what you're talking about.
Friday's his last day.
Friday's his last day. All good, seconds, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Not hearing any, motion carries. Office report.
Can we circle back around here for a second?
You gonna do that brandy?
Oh, yeah, that's good, yeah, I forgot about that, that's my wonder.
Yeah, I just
It
looked-
is,
I'm
it's
just looking at
under
the
office
operator's
report.
report. About this surge protector.
Yeah.
That was turned on documented in our first and only technical committee meeting. That surge protector has been out since 2023.
Really?
Yep.
Wonder how they determined that that's what the problem was with the power.
Well, it was probably spraying on it, but
Well, I mean-
those three little red lights on that surge protector have been on since 2023.
There's like,
June of 2023.
oh, really?
Mhm.
I know there's lights on it now. I don't know if that seems to be working okay. What caused that? Don't know.
Outside light turned on, caught fire.
Is that what caused it?
Ended up smoking out the entire office, but it wasn't taken care of properly. So there were still electrical issues.
Well, he has in here too, obviously, because the outside lights aren't working. But there's a bid in here, a quote. You guys see it for new lights?
What they told me about it was the water hit that light and that went black and glowed the surge protector out.
Yeah.
That's working backwards. I ain't saying you can't do it that way, but surge protector's made for the source coming in.
Yeah.
So,
I know, according to their recommendations, it's pretty costly if we got a surge.
oh yeah, yeah, that's why we hurried up and got it in.
So did you guys happen to look at this quote for new lights?
If it would have been taken care of a couple years ago, you wouldn't be paying $3,000. You would only have had $1,000 deductible.
Yeah.
How about how much does it turn on, how much is it gonna cost to turn on and fix everything at once? If we had that problem,
We can get equipment for that if you want. For all them lights.
well, for an inspection of the entire plant.
We can do that. Is that what you wanna do?
Yeah.
That's just 6 lights outside with eyes.
You just like
No,
to
I'm just
spend-
asking, whenever it was taken care of, everything wasn't checked. Like, they replaced one light, and then they turned around and they went back another 10 feet and turned around and popped off conduit to try and look at wires, and they turned and put everything back together and away they went.
When was that?
I would say between June and August of 2023. Oz Electric was,
Who was it?
Oz Electric.
What, to make a motion to approve this, have them come in and do an audit, cause they're probably gonna bill us for it, huh?
Us?
Well, you were
We're
right
gonna do it for free, Tom.
What do you mean you don't work for
You
free?
wanted to do it like an audit, what the
I
electric.
do that every
see what they
day.
do to fix it. What do you
Just
say?
to turn on, just an electrician to turn on.
Yeah, I was
come in
gonna
and
say.
turn on tests and make
Yeah,
sure
I
that
don't
everything's.
know that you need us to.
Okay,
Yeah, you don't, yeah.
Okay.
I was just thinking the electrician was going to turn and check.
How many outside lights is there up there? Has 6 on here to replace.
There's 2 or 3 on the one side. but
$500
they
bucks
haven't
a
been
piece.
working.
they're 220, I guess. What they said, I don't know.
How many lights aren't working?
A lot?
I thought they just like to keep them dark.
No.
Probably
No,
just
they
need to
turned,
change
at
the
one
light
point,
bulb.
it was never on paper, but they started turning, changing everything over to LED, but that didn't make it very far.
That would probably be a cost saver.
So that's 6 of them here, and they're gonna be LED.
Those are for the outside ones, Tom.
Just on the side of the building by the looks of it.
Who's the estimate from?
That mayor.
Laura,
Laura.
What's the total on it?
$3,000.
Can I get a copy of that estimate?
500 apiece.
Tom,
Those are different.
why don't,
Those are highlighters.
why,
Can't put them outside.
listen to me.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but why can't you get an estimate from him?
I've told them to call him, and they won't.
Skylar, would there be
Because
anything
he's
out there
much
as far as grants
cheaper.
or like?
We had
It's
lights
right over
going.
the hill.
He's right over the hill.
Sure, but getting it's another. I
Waiting,
mean,
the waiting
it's just
process.
another thing we're gonna be waiting on.
Yeah.
That's the problem with grant money, unfortunately.
I think we need some lights out there for
Oh,
security
definitely.
reasons. Yes, yeah.
I've told them for the last 3 years to call, and this is a commercial, they do temples and stuff. They're right over here in Hastings?
Yeah,
Right over here in Hastings.
I was gonna say, I
They,
give you a
they give us
bid.
terrific prices, but
They're reasonable, they're cheaper. They just put lights all through my whole building for $5,000. And I mean,
no.
well,
What's,
I
you know their
paid
name?
14,000.
well, we did it in a couple.
It's the second time they've
It's
been
the
in.
second time, but what I'm saying is, the lights that I have,
Yeah.
I can light the whole,
Do you know their name? You can get it to us?
I'm old, I
That's
forget.
alright.
I gave it to Robin and again, and I was
You can get it for us.
Dongo?
Donegal, Donegal, or
Around
something like that.
219 going into Hastings.
I have his, Matt Donegal,
Yeah.
Donna, whatever.
You know, they
He's right
do
in
commercial
Hastings,
work,
right
it's
along
temple
that-
work and that.
When you go up there, you turn, he's right there.
We just found when we come up here.
Yeah, he did all our wiring and everything. And, as I said, if you come down, we can turn all the lights on and it lights it up like,
Are you guys get, do you guys get LEDs?
Yeah, highlight LEDs.
yeah, they're,
And they're the same thing as up here with the 277s. I think that's what's over there.
yeah. But I'll get you that number.
Thank you.
I'll email it to you, and, if somebody would please give him a call.
We will.
I mean, you can either say yes or no. I mean,
Yeah.
he can give you a price and you say yes or no.
Yeah.
But it'd be worth your while to, check him out. And he's local.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where is this guy from?
Glendale year round.
Oh, well, that's local
Glendale
too.
year round.
Glendale,
Up on the lake.
He just is local too.
he's just as local too, but Dolges, yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt to compare.
Super nice people.
I don't know what the last thing I told him to call him for, it changed, maybe it was some of these lights.
Dolges,
Huh?
Dolges is his last name, Matt Dolges.
Yeah, the number's on the wall by my
Yeah, I
phone.
know. Unless you know somebody.
Thank you. Okay. We're moving on to chief's office report. Motion to pay bills. Is there a motion to pay the bills?
I got a question on one here, and I think we should hold it to next week. Those guys were instructed not to be using outside help unless they absolutely needed. And the bill reads, repair water leak, South Hill and Market in Rosebud. Machine labor, that's all it tells me. Was our hoe broke down? Or what? Or what was done for that repair?
We didn't have a truck.
Yeah.
Huh?
We didn't have a truck.
Yeah,
We haven't had a truck for about 3 months.
They got that fixed though right now.
Oh, this is just last week.
Yeah, it's in
It
there.
smells like it's burning. I haven't.
No, it wasn't done up there, cause I asked them, I went over and checked on that,
Yeah.
and I asked them if the truck was done yet, and they said it was supposed to be within the next day or so, but, well, they did that, they didn't have a truck to
Okay,
get
they only
it.
got it last Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, they just got that leak, that was done before that.
So they had him come and do it. But I did tell them, as long as we got the people and we got the machine and we got everything else, they are to repair the lines. And they kinda laughed at me. So that's what that's for, because we didn't have a truck.
Yeah.
No problem. And I have one question. Canon Financial Service, I think we need to check that out. I think we have our own insurance. We don't need it. That's on the copier.
It is.
They want you to buy their insurance, and if we go through our insurance company and name them as payee in case something happened, but I don't know what all they want on it though. That's the other part.
Okay, so I can.
I mean, it's only $121, but if our insurance is already covered that machine, which it should be under contents, we shouldn't have to pay $121.
Okay, so I need to call Randy.
Yeah. But they may want something additional, kind
Okay.
of being a lease. So I'll make a motion to pay all bills with the exception of the Canon bill till we find out about if we are already covered with insurance.
Tom Dixon makes a motion.
I'll second it.
Tracy Bell,
Give me
second.
that
All in
one.
favor? Aye. Any opposed? Not hearing any?
Question. United Electric bill for $1,159.03, and Penelec's $4,058.66. Is that high relative
I know what's
to
up.
monthly?
That's
or-
pretty high.
I
That
know what-
Pedelec one's high, I think.
Penelec's always high.
Yeah, it's about 400 more. That average about 3,600, I think,
Yeah, that's
without
expensive.
looking it up.
If you ever find out you have not got through to
Oh,
them,
we know it's on one of them
because
deals.
they're charging you,
Oh, well, and
they're
on the
charging
line.
you way more than whatever. And I don't know who put it on there or who answered the question, yes, when they
Yeah.
called and asked them to do that, because I've been getting a lot of phone calls. You know, you just kind of hang up on them and say
Everybody
no.
wants to change
Oh,
the
yeah.
power.
It's that, what you're doing is you're gonna be charged from Pedelec and American Power. You're getting two bills, you're getting two bills that you should only be getting one.
It's highway robbery. It is so expensive.
But you need to be on their ass.
It's 4,058 this month, and last month was 39.73. Pedelec's about where it's
Do you
been.
know who the third party is on the bill?
American Power and Gas.
If you send them like direct email contact and stuff, I had to do it with NRG. We had ended up having NRG ended up coming on as a third party of ours. And I had to send repeated emails and like do that. That was the way, that's how I got it canceled. Now they still call, they will
Even
still,
both trying to get through.
they will still, the email is how I had to do it.
Oh.
I had to do it through email.
I got through to Pedelec, and they said, we can't do anything about it. You gotta go through that company.
Yeah, nope, I had to go through the third party. I had to go through the NRG, but I was like, if you know who the third party is, then you can
United
email
was
them directly.
1096.
Maybe don't sign up for $5.
Yes, and they'll go to the car show and one of those little lanterns, because I did it out at my house, I'm going, and I kept saying.
It only went up $59 from last month for, Unilect. So we need to go back about 3 or 4 months before the pump started. It doubled. So that pump needs a lot of power.
Bill, you got a question?
Yeah, if I missed it, I apologize, but I heard 30% water loss on the operator's report. I didn't hear any other numbers. Was there a total number pumped,
There's
total
not.
number sold?
Nothing on the operating report.
Oh, give this back to you.
What's just concerned?
I think I got them all.
I'll double check.
Because he's not gonna be here tomorrow.
I'll
Okay.
be back when.
We'll be back Wednesday.
You can keep track of them.
Yeah, we asked this.
Grab me
I put my minute, my meeting in there. And I give it to him.
We're gonna move on to motion to buy Clover Flex or lease Clover Flex for 36 months, and that is the card reader.
Yes, I got you guys more information. There's 2 different ways about it that I included in your agenda packs. The one is a surcharge proposal and the other one is a flat rate proposal. But she said either way you do it, the customer still pays the fee because we are like a government municipality entity, so we don't have to eat those fees, the customer does.
That's for surcharge.
Mm-hmm.
We've been kicking that can down the road for
Now,
some
whoever
time.
takes that has to kick the surcharge onto it, or it automatically charges it.
So she said, so like if your bill is $100
Right.
and
It's a percentage.
it's a percentage and that gets added on to the bill total when they come in to pay the
So
bill.
whoever's taking it has to. But
Has
see,
to add it.
some of the restaurants and that you go to now, when you stick the card in, it adds it.
Yeah, no, this one, she said, from what I gathered, she said it would be manual. Like, if they came in, they paid the bill and they wanted to use the card, I would have to put in their total bill of like $103 instead of $100.
Shirley, can I ask you, your business up at the restaurant, is it hard to try and use your credit card machine?
No, I have the square, it's easy. It doesn't charge us.
Thank you.
What is it, a square?
Yeah.
You say it's called,
Apple Square.
is that an option or?
It doesn't matter to me.
Just saying.
The only reason why the Clover was even suggested is because it's through Northwest and that's who you guys
I was
pay
just
for.
gonna say, maybe go through Northwest.
Yeah.
to
So
do
we
that.
don't have to have a separate phone line for that to charge, do we?
I don't think so, no, it just runs on internet.
Probably through the online system.
Are you accepting ACH
Wi-Fi.
payments?
On the internet.
You don't do that?
On the internet.
Is there a motion to approve that or not? Are you going?
You guys don't have to, I just wanted to get you the information so you could look at it, roll it around, discuss it,
Well,
figure out what you would like, and you can get back to me, you don't have to have it.
No. Is that gonna charge 3% on credit only, or, oh, okay, you got it there, not debit.
Yeah, there's 2 different proposals there.
So you gotta enter in the 4-digit number, PIN number for
Yeah.
that. Okay.
So, I know one, I'd like to see it, so I wanna make a motion to go ahead and move forward with it. I know we've talked about this for some time too,
Motion for it.
to purchase this, Clover Flex. Or lease it. What do you guys wanna do, lease it or purchase it?
If you lease it, it's under 100% warranty for the term of the lease. If you purchase it, you're out, it's only under warranty for a year, and if it breaks, you're out your money.
What do you
What
guys
was the
think?
charge for leasing in a month?
30, so under the surcharge proposal, it says a $35 Clover Flex 36-month lease, or you can purchase it for $749. It says you would pay the monthly lease cost plus tax monthly for the terminal. And then under the other proposal, it says the same thing. So you can lease it for $35 a month plus tax, which we're tax exempt, or you can buy it outright for $749
Or if it's leased, it's under.
under full warranty.
It's under full warranty.
You guys think?
Did you talk to Claudia?
I called up there, Brothers Pizza.
Yeah,
I called and I
Well,
talked to
it's a
some
breeder,
gentleman and I left a
so-
message and I never got a call back.
I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's okay.
I'll make a motion to lease it. Is there a second?
Second.
Jeff Gallagher seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
About time we do something like that. I bet you'll see our cash flow improve because it'll be easier for people to make.
Well, we're gonna have to sit down and talk about some of them bills too.
Mhm.
A few of them's up there a little ways.
Some of those people that their account balances are extremely high, they are on payment plans already.
They're already on.
They're already on payment plans.
How come we got some negative ones on there?
They're credits. There's
They do have credit.
Yeah, there's people that overpay their bills. There's
Oh.
people
Phew.
that accounts have been closed
Okay.
and there's still a credit there for whatever reason. The
Yeah, I seen
accounts-
there's no charge before.
That's because their account's closed. They're not getting billed. There's
So
nothing going on.
we're basically caught up with the ones, the big ones are making payments.
Yes.
The next question, did you get all your stuff for your copier yet?
Yeah, it's good. It's
Good.
up and it's
How's it
running.
work?
It's good.
Don't let it get cold.
Yes,
They
please
don't
don't let it get
work.
cold. The
Oh.
ink
We
freezes.
have to turn the heat down, they will not
okay.
work when they're cold.
Moving on to item 3. Motion to approve Brandy Floyd's resignation.
I'll make that motion.
Dixie makes a motion to approve her, or I guess accept her resignation. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Mike Cossack seconds, all in favor, aye? Any opposed? None opposed, motion carries. Motion for secretary raise.
I'll make a motion, we move her to $20 an hour.
Paul Dixon makes a motion to move secretary $20 an hour. Teresa Sabella seconds, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Not hearing any, motion carries. Congratulations. Motion to place an ad on Indeed to hire another board.
One more raise.
Oh, yeah, Zach, is there a motion to approve a raise for Zach?
I'll make a motion, we move Zach to $20 an hour and make him the equipment operator / labor.
Is there a second?
No second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Not hearing any, motion carries for Zach too. Motion to place ad on Indeed to hire a part-time secretary
And labor. I'll make them one
and a labor.
deal.
What rate?
Can I make a suggestion? Why didn't you go to, where did I go? Go to Career Link for a secretary.
Yeah,
I
that's a
can give you
possibility.
a number, to call. That's where I got my secretary, and she's wonderful, and he will look. And it's through Career Link. I don't know if you guys can do that. There's a program sometimes out there, if you hire somebody that is looking for a job,
They'll pay half the
they'll pay
wages.
half their wages for the first 6 months.
Oh,
You
okay.
can't have that secretary job.
Where's CareerLink located out of now?
Clearfield.
Clearfield, I'll get you the number, and I will call it when I get back to the
You
office.
probably wanna talk
Thank you.
to,
And I
Sean
think-
Evans, right?
I don't know if you guys would be able to do that program or not, but if so, for the first 6 months, they pay half the wages, or sometimes they pay it all.
All the wages, depends
All
on
the
what
wages.
programs they have.
They also have laborers there too.
We'd have to go to Clearfield from here, cause we're not in Cambria County. Cambria, we could go to Altoona, cause they have a career link over there.
When do you want to go?
No, call him,
No, when do you want to go?
I retired.
But I will get you that number, and I mean, it can't.
It's not gonna hurt
It
anything.
can't hurt to call them, and if it can save you guys money for 6 months,
Okay.
might as well flip and do it.
I wrote it down.
You
They
guys wanna
still
try that
advertise
first
stuff
before we go to
online
Indeed,
for-
or what do you wanna do?
I don't know if they
You
do.
guys wanna
I
try that
don't
first
know.
before we go to Indeed, or what do you
We
wanna
know.
do? You wanna do both?
Career Link, I call them.
Well, that's free,
Yeah.
CareerLink
free,
is
yeah.
free?
Save
Okay.
one for
and they'll start hunting somebody to
765.
send up.
1881 and ask for Sean Evans.
Okay.
And you tell him I told you to call.
He's usually, for somebody looking for a job, he's usually pretty good.
Okay. I got
I
it.
don't need it. I don't. Oh, no, I have to have it.
So, do we have to do a motion
And-
for,
and I would-
Not career link.
not for CareerLink? Okay, so when we're not doing an Indeed motion,
We can do one though, if you want.
it doesn't matter to me, it's up to you guys.
Oh, I do both,
Wanna do them
do
both?
both.
You want a motion?
You're not gonna put anything in the progress, or you're just doing this Indeed?
Yeah.
I think the progress is worthless anymore.
It
Trying
is.
to make, yeah, no,
People.
you wanna make the Motion to approve that, then, Tom?
Or do we wanna try run an ad and is there still an Altoona mirror?
Yeah.
We've never run any over there, have we?
I don't think so.
Most of the people up around here get the Altoona mirror instead of Progress, don't they?
It's pretty expensive.
Let's run, huh?
It's
expensive.
It's expensive.
Oh, yeah, they,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 5 times, isn't it?
but you'd be hitting more of the people up in this area.
Well,
How about the Phillipsburg Journal?
Yeah.
Tom? A lot of people pick up the Phillipsburg
I
Journal.
think anymore you're better bet would be with Indeed, because everyone.
It's still there,
online.
barely.
What?
Okay, so we need a motion for Indeed Secretary of Labor.
yes. Is there a motion for that?
Motion.
Jeff makes a motion. Mike, you second it? Mike seconds it, all in favor?
What was the motion?
To place an Indeed ad for a part-time secretary and a
Full-time labor.
full-time labor.
Thank you.
That's called career link.
Let's call career. Thank you. Okay. Before I move on to old business and I forget it completely, we never did approve the minutes for December, so we're gonna make a motion to approve the.
I have to refrain from that song. I can't vote on that because I wasn't here last
What was that for?
for the
December.
Oh,
minutes.
minutes.
December
I'm not voting
minutes.
on that.
15.
I'll make a motion, we accept the minutes
Dixon makes a motion, accept the minutes.
in December.
Is there a second?
Hold on. Is there meeting minutes for the 14th too?
The 14th. I don't know.
We had a meeting.
Oh, yeah, that
we had a
special
on the
meeting.
14th.
We need to,
Oh, for this, from this month?
yeah,
We don't
I
have
I
that.
didn't get them done yet.
We'll have to approve
I'll
them.
have
We
them
can do
done
that
next
now.
week.
We'll have to approve them in our next.
yeah, just for that,
So 10-minute meeting we had.
yeah, to buy the surge protector.
Yeah. So Tom's gonna make the motion to approve the December 17th.
Yeah.
Minutes. 2025. Second? Mike Fawcett seconds, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? None opposed. Okay, I guess we're moving on to old business. Motion to hire Donald Morrison as a contracted certified operator until either party requests cancellation. And do we decide you guys want to table that? Or do you want to table that? Is that what we decided? We're gonna
I think
table
we
that.
should table and let that, wherever that contract was laying here, let the attorney review that.
We could have a meeting with them too if you guys want.
Probably should.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely need a contract to protect the authority. The one laying here, I don't know who wrote it. That's no contract.
Okay.
We get a contract from a contractor just to take a couple inlets, it's about that thick.
Well,
I mean, everybody wants everything protected,
yeah.
and we need it protected too.
So can we make a motion to turn on contact Infomart?
Okay.
About setting up a meeting?
What's the name of the company?
Infomart.
Infomart.
We had them come in, what was that, June?
Yeah, I wanna say it's probably June.
You said to set up a meeting.
What's it mean?
Jeff,
I'm
did you-
just asking what Infomart does, what is Infomart?
It's a company, for the parent come in and turn on, run the operation. What was your question, Paul?
Yeah, they'll run the whole, while you want a motion for, to hold technical committee meetings or minutes?
Yeah, I could get to it under old business, but yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna move on to old business now, let's,
Did you get a second?
Well, it
for
is
the
under
motion
old
to
business.
contact Infomart?
I'll second it. All in favor? No, employee, and approved.
No, a couple more. Motion for our technical committee meetings to be held on the second Monday of every month. The next scheduled meeting should be February 9th, 2026.
And that's not gonna require everybody, that's not gonna require everybody at that one, is it?
No,
Because
it's
I have-
committee's there, if you show, you show.
Okay, cause I'm obligated to other stuff.
You say
Well,
the second,
you can get a committee, I'll provide a committee report.
you say the second Monday of every
Yeah,
month.
well, the reasoning behind this whole thing is, and like Skylar kind of said it, they're moving from to an hourly based thing, and instead of wasting their time, I'm thinking that if we turn around and come in on the second Monday and turn around and sit down and have our committee meeting, and we know our issues at the plant, we can turn around and have a meeting, discuss everything, and have everything try to be worked out by Wednesday, so that from Wednesday to Friday, the office can turn around and take care of the paperwork and make the appropriate changes, and then the agenda turn around reflects that, so that whenever he comes in, or the solicitor, or whoever comes in, it's an agenda with motions, and it's in a timely fashion. That's trying to save on time and money.
And it's probably more organized too.
Did you reassign committee people?
Not
For
yet.
the first one or two.
What time did you say, Joe?
I didn't, but I was thinking 5. I'm not
good with
not paying 6, 7 o'clock at night.
I'm good with 5. I get up at work too.
You might be able to make them come at 5.
Huh?
At 5, you might be able to make a couple of them at 5 on Monday.
Well, if they're serving
You
food
gonna
before the
do
meeting,
that
Oh,
by
of
12?
course.
I think that's a meal.
Second Monday every month.
Did anybody
So
say
you
that?
have meat.
Yeah,
No.
me.
See who's better.
It's not in the budget.
They serve milk on Friday.
He's 24/7. You should see his vehicle. He has cheesies, he has peanut butter.
Is the meeting at Ginger's?
At the plant, Jeff?
Yeah, at the plant. I'm sorry, I was reading an email.
So, now we just need a second. Oh, Mike Buster seconds it. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? No.
Now, is that gonna have to be advertised?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a meeting.
But you can turn on take.
There's gonna be
This
more than
schedule
3 of
here,
you
just
there.
turn on and reflect the second Monday.
Okay.
Good. Any other old business?
Thank you, Mr. Gallagher.
No? Okay, we're moving on to new business. Any new business?
So you have any of this?
I don't know. I guess some of the operator report stuff, or the secretary report stuff are good business.
Maybe we haven't heard from you yet.
It's because we pretty much covered everything before we even got to my office report. I'm arguing with Windstream. Windstream is terrible. That was one thing that we did bring up. So what happens is every month when you guys sign the checks and I send them in, they are applying the payments incorrectly. So when you look at the bills, there's like a Windstream account and it has a credit, and the other ones have like a delinquent notice. That's because they don't know how to apply their payments.
You send one check in or 2 checks?
I send in one check, but the bills that they send me, like one account
That
has
is why. That is why.
We had Windstream, we had to send a check in for each account.
for each
For each
account.
Or they'll-
Even
they
even
put
though
it
I give
everywhere.
them a stub with the account
It
number
doesn't
and the
freaking
amount.
make a difference. I did that with the electric bill down at my house. When I had, the business was down there and whatever, I wrote one check out, I put both bills in there, I wrote on the thing, whatever. Next thing they knew, they came and shut my lights off in my house. They applied everything to the business and not to that. You gotta send 2 checks.
I'm gonna have to
We
send
had sent 3
4.
down there.
Wow, 3 down there.
I had 3 meters down there.
Yeah. They're stupid.
I mean, it's self-explanatory. You send a copy of the bill with it.
I do, and the stub has the
And they
account
still
number.
put it
Yeah,
on
And then you
one
write on the
account.
bottom of the check when the memo that it pays this, this, and this.
yeah.
They just don't apply.
They don't apply. They say,
They
oh,
want
yeah,
separate
fine.
checks.
boom.
Did you guys get the statement of financial interest forms that I gave Tom? Okay, if you want to, you can fill them out. I'll make copies, give them to you. I'll scan them, and I can email them.
And I did tell them we've been doing them wrong. We have to fill them out for last year, not for next year.
Yes.
Prior.
We've been doing it the opposite way. Jeff knows how to do it.
For that, the delinquent accounts, is that the report that you were looking for?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
bigger than what I expected. Yeah.
Okay, tomorrow I'm gonna work on W-2s and 1099s. I did get the forms in the mail finally. Did
So
you
you were
guys?
gonna do them yourself?
Yeah, it's not hard.
No.
Did you guys get United Electric's rates are changing? It was in your packets. Their rates are gonna change. They're going up.
Do we get a check from them every quarter?
United Electric?
Yeah, we're supposed to get rebates from them.
No. I haven't seen a rebate check from United Electric ever.
They're supposed to send rebates out because we're actually a member of that, and they pay you some money.
Nope.
It's the dividends.
Nope, they don't
It's
send us
not
any
a
money.
lot, but it's.
Yeah, it ain't
it's
a lot,
check.
it's
It ain't a
money.
lot. My son has United Electric, and he gets a check like every 6 months for like
Is it 6
20
months?
bucks.
Nope, they haven't sent us
I mean,
anything.
it's not
15,
much, but
20
it's
bucks for a
still,
house.
because you belong.
Yeah.
Because when you got whatever, you had to buy a membership.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
elect as a membership electric company.
Yeah, nope, we don't get anything. They don't send it. And then that's all I got. You guys already talked about the Clover Flex and voted on it, so that was all I had.
Anybody else have anything else? Maybe? Yeah, Bill.
This, what I'm gonna say is not to point fingers, but I found right to nose and discovered there was a 7-week from when the well was discovered failed at 2 till it was online. That seems ridiculous. When I was on the board, we voted to always keep a spare pump on hand. I don't, in my research, never found anything that contradicted that. And to avoid such a strain and delay, maybe it would be prudent to consider having a spare on site so you don't have this nasty delay.
How much was that pump?
Just a suggestion.
The pump itself, I want to say, was 10 grand.
Well, there really wasn't an issue with the pump, was there?
There you
Like-
go, got the wrong side.
Right. Right, the availability of it.
And the other issue, did anyone with any type of qualification take a look at the pump that come out to see if it could be refurbished?
Not that I'm aware of.
I like Bill's idea, but there's only one problem with that. That pump lays up there and the warranty runs out.
Yeah.
And I told the guys, and I don't know if they did it, I said, this thing needs well documented, so the next time this pump goes out, we can order the pump, get it here and get it in.
I
We
think
went to get that pump, we couldn't find anything on it. Now we know what was put in, it's supposed to be documented. I'd like to have a pump laying here, but what if you don't use that for 3 years? You know, the warranties on well pumps start the day they're made, not the day you buy them.
All I can say, Tom, is I have 10 years' experience at warehousing, and if you store stuff properly in a controlled environment with
Yeah.
minimum humidity, electrical, I mean, I had giant electric motors I was responsible for. You store them correctly, when you pull them out, buddy, they're ready to go.
But what I'm getting at, you buy a pump, I didn't want to say it. You buy a new pump, and it's junk when you bought it. And you it lays there 3 years. You're right.
Yeah, I mean,
Everything we had came in like pretty much certified, so we didn't have that issue, but why couldn't, and the other thing I noted, it came in and 5 days later, they decided to open it and look to see if it was the correct one, so they lost 5 days
That's,
there.
I'm gonna step in here, Bill. That's not how that went down at all. I explained how this happened at a couple
I
meetings.
saw the
Yeah,
negative order.
yes, I understand that, and I explained this at a meeting, what happened. We did not have any information on the old pump. Digging it up was a nightmare, and the information that we did get from the EP was incorrect. So we ordered the wrong pump. And I will take partial blame for that. I should have
Well,
called.
there was no records.
I should have had the drillers come up and pull the pump, and then we would have confirmed this. But in order to save time, I decided not to do that. They came up.
They would charge us every day that crane's sitting there.
Absolutely, yeah. They came up, pulled the pump out to install the new pump that they had. It wasn't the right pump. So then they had to go back. We had to find a different pump that would work. And the bigger issue was the pipe. We had a 3-week delay waiting for the pipe to come in to install the well.
You had a very, very extensive right to know response. I didn't mean to point fingers or.
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm just.
Let's avoid the 7-week.
But there's a case, better records would have helped.
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
Well, I think Glenn Dobson has done a pretty good job of doing that.
But that's
Required documentation.
Not only, they need, Glenn Dawson, you need in your, up there, a file of what kind of pump it was.
I have it all
When it was
now.
put in,
but it's also
when- I
supposed to be
mean,
put in,
so that just in case
what do you call it?
down the road they're not there.
Simon map.
When I started in January of '95, until I left this authority, the end of November of '04, that was the original, it was a 10 horse, and it was 120 gallon a minute. That's all I know. I don't
Yeah.
know anything.
No, I
beyond
understand. Yeah, absolutely.
I agree 100% though about having one on stock. We know for a fact.
Yeah, my
90%.
recommendation is we know what pump it is. That pump is not, it's not a special order pump.
Right.
The bigger issue was the pipe. That was the most of our delay. We could have got the pump. We had the pump in a day. We were waiting for the pipe. We don't have to worry about the pipe right now.
Sounds like all the problems that caused the delay are being addressed, and that's all I want. That's all I want, so that it's not repeated.
Yeah, I don't want to see them buy another pump and have it sit for 15 years.
Your
And
recommendation, I
They warned us
respect.
out.
Okay.
Thank you very much for letting me speak.
But that's, there's one thing there, we're gonna try to stop it. That pump should have been run every month, and we would have known it wasn't working. Not wait till you run out of water.
Yes, sir.
That's bad.
You need a policy to replace that.
But anyhow, we can tell everybody good. That's the only reservoir around here is running over. We know the Y's running over because we haven't got much rainfall.
We were just.
Right.
Every reservoir around here is down. The one down in the Seven Mountains is 20 feet low. And
I don't know, I need some couch on that.
I know it for a fact, because I went out and looked at it myself.
I know for the.
It is running over.
Contract.
I heard alleged
Huh?
that you're pumping water up to the reservoir. Is that true?
What is being done.
I can't get a straight answer out of
It's a
it.
smart thing to do because.
And even if they are, I don't know how they can pump that. The breast is running across at half inch deep, a lot of water.
They're not at all. And you go up
But I don't know where it's coming from.
And you still have the beaver problem.
To see
Nope.
what is going on.
Oh, you took care of the beavers.
Packed his bags and went.
Our pump is pumping constantly.
I mean,
Better build something.
One more thing before we adjourn. I'm gonna announce we held an executive meeting at the plant.
Can't hear
I
you.
have a problem with $6,000 a month in power bill.
If,
part of me says better to have the water than to have money.
yeah, but if
But if that was a problem though, that should turn and reflect in your emergency.
Is that canon
response plan.
financial?
Like, we shouldn't be making this stuff up, as we go,
Sure.
fly by night.
and if it's running that good and you don't need to pump, then why are you running the pump? If it's running over,
No, they're not doing it now, but it's running over.
Before we adjourn though, I'm gonna announce we held an executive session at the plant with Heather, for legal consultation and employee matters, and then we also held an executive meeting also today here from 6:15 to 7 p.m. The one on December 30th was from 5 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. And the one for today was to look at resignation letters, contracts, and was there something else?
Vacation days and holidays.
Were any of those advertised?
Personnel matters.
No, Jerry, they weren't.
I object to them.
Okay. No. One more.
I'll make a motion.
Jeff Geller makes a motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Good, everybody.
All in favor?
Okay, my issue is every time there is a controversy anywhere, I don't care if it's Irvona, Vicaria, Coldport, where, you're in the middle of it. I'm gonna tell you that right here now.
The next time you see a Pennsylvania State Police officer, say with a smile, "Thank you," for watching Vision Press Production News Media.